Hey everyone, it's Freddie here from Notes of a Nomad, video number 232. Today I want to talk about what's happened in the past week. It was my birthday, which I was fortunate enough to spend with my best friend Ken on his boat at one of my favorite places in the world, which is Ganges Harbor on Salt Spring Island. And before we went on his boat, we went across on the ferry to the mainland from Vancouver Island to Langley to visit our friend Dave. Dave, as you may have seen in one of my previous videos we visited him last year, is suffering from all sorts of ailments. So he's not able to join us on the boat. So we went and had lunch with him at a restaurant, played cribbage, and wish him all the best in his medical issues. And hopefully they get sorted out soon. After returning, I spent some time with Ken at his home. So let me show you a couple pictures. First picture I have is that of Ken and I in 1962 when we were hitchhiking around North America. On our way, we worked on a Norwegian freighter across the Atlantic, traveled around, hitchhiked around Europe. I continued on, ended up in South Africa in 1963, and Ken returned to Canada in 1963. And here is a picture of Ken now in his home. Ken was 19 years old in that picture, and I was 20. So now it's 60 years later. And we were uh, you can see out the window. I really find Ken I admire him for how handy he is. He's one of the best handymans I've ever seen. He built this house put in the foundation and built the house with the help of one carpenter. And I believe some of the timber were sourced from some of the trees that were on this particular property that he has. So the house is full of artwork. There's some beautiful pictures on the wall. The art is done by his partner, Nancy, who does some beautiful watercolors, which are scattered throughout the house. And this is the kitchen again, installed by Ken. And there you can see through the window of sort of the dining area, the deck on the side. And there's Nancy on that deck watering some plants. If you look out the front window, you can see the Juan de Fuca Strait, where they can sit on the deck as well there on the front and watch the boats and ships go by. Beautiful house on a beautiful location on Vancouver Island. Uh, Now, here's the boat that Ken bought many years ago. It was not in good condition. He took him a couple of years to fix the boat and repair it. It is in wonderful condition. It's unbelievable. I believe the boat is 1974 or 1977, so it's an old boat, but in beautiful conditions. And he knows all the electronics and everything because he basically rebuilt the boat. And it's just a testimony to his how handy he is. I admire it. Certainly not something I'm capable of doing at all. And while we were this was on our way to Ganges, Ken driving the boat from the top deck, and we parked near the float plane harbor. This was a picture of passengers getting off the plane, waiting for their luggage. And so it's amazing to sit there and watch the planes arrive and leave and sit on the top deck. We had a barbecue for my birthday. It was wonderful with a nice bottle of Portuguese wine, which was a wine Ken discovered when he was in Portugal a few years ago. And it's just wonderful to be able to sit on the top deck, see the marina, listen to the music from some of the restaurants on shore. And it's just such a gorgeous part of the world. What a wonderful place to spend your birthday. So that's what I did this week. Currently, I'm visiting my son in Nanaimo. I'll visit my daughter in Vancouver, I'm leaving today to catch the ferry. And then tomorrow, I will be leaving on my road trip, going up north on my way to ultimately the Arctic Ocean. So with that, I wish you everyone, your family and friends, lots of love and laughter. Till next time, bye for now from Fred and Notes of a Nomad.